Hello, everybody. Welcome to our community meeting or community call for February 2021. Today is, no, it's not 25. Today is 24 of February. And we're here to talk about product updates, as well as Madalena is also here to give us updates on SUMO platform. Before we go into our agenda for today, I'd like to remind everyone here to add your name on the wiki page. If you're not sure, I'm going to send the link in the chat. There you go. So please, if you're watching this video on YouTube or Air Mozilla or anywhere else, please add your name on the wiki page, just so we know that you're here. Cool. And then moving on our first agenda, the first topic of the week is about Fabi, who is our new addition into our team. Fabi is the content writer, the new content writer in our team, who will replace Angela, and she will work on English as well as Spanish. So Fabi, you want to say something to the community, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. So hello, everyone. I'm Fabi from Honduras, and I am the new content writer. So my job is going to be basically writing and updating articles to help the user navigate through the existing and upcoming features in every release. So I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Fabi. So yeah, you will use my midnight voice. You will see Fabi a lot in Kitsune reviewing or updating articles. So just don't be shocked. It's Fabi. You can say hi or just help her on like like the KB stuff. So yeah, thank you, Fabi, for your introduction. And then the next one we have platform updates from Madalena.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you again. I think it's been a long time since we talked. So I wanted to give you a few updates about what's going on the platform. We have been diligently working on upgrading search. I don't know how many people know, but the instance of search that we're running is Elastic 1 point something. So it's like ancient. So in the past couple of months, we have been working to actually upgrade that to the latest, which is like Elastic 7. So you can imagine how ancient that is, which will definitely improve our search results by a lot. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, this is not around making any, like, let's say, improvements or any additions to search, like to the way it's, like to add any new features or anything. It's just upgrading the experience and having like better search results. There'll be another project later on where we're gonna look at search enhancements, like maybe adding a few things, moving things around, doing something with advanced search, because I know that's like a pain point for a lot of people, but for now it's all about the upgrade. So last week we have done what we call like a soft release, meaning that we released this to production, but it was hidden, so not available to everyone. Then we had like a couple of people testing it and giving us feedback. So I want to thank everyone who has participated in that for their contributions. That was super, super useful. So we spent like last week and this week fixing bugs and just like going through that feedback. So I think right now we're in a pretty good spot. We're aiming to release to like unveil it from production next week. I don't know if that will be possible though, because we need like an SRE, so it's an internal thing. We need an internal person to help us with this, and right now they're not available. So I don't know if that's going to happen next week or the week after. Right now we're planning it for Wednesday. If that doesn't happen on Wednesday, it's probably going to happen the week after, depending when we solve this problem with the SRE. But either way, it's going to come pretty fast. We're going to have some communication around it. there won't be like anything like major changing. So don't. I mean, there's like the site will still be up. Nothing will happen. Just there will be some communication just to let people know that this has happened, so that people can go in and like test it, see if it works, if if they have any feedback, and so on and so forth. There are also going to be release notes. I think they already posted something on Discourse from the soft release last week. There's going to be like another post with like a very detailed list of everything that has changed. So I encourage everyone when that is up to have a look and read through it. I wish Tassos couldn't make it today, but if he was here, he would have been able to give you like a bit more technical details that I cannot right now. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to see how people think, what people think. Hopefully that will allow people to actually use internal search a lot more than right now, because I know like right now the internal search results are not the best. Yeah, so if you have any questions or anything, direct them to me or to Kiki, and I'll keep you updated when this is happening. So I'm looking forward to see it live as one. And yeah, that's about it.
Thanks, Madalena. Is there any question for Madalena? If you're watching this from, I don't know, like Airmo or YouTube, you can just post your question on Matrix, perhaps.
I just remember one thing. So another thing that will happen with this release is that actually there's right now a lot of bugs being filed in Bugzilla around search. We expect a lot of those bugs will be solved by this. I think we have a list already. It's going to be probably published with the release notes. But yeah, so we're going to close some stuff from Bugzilla as well. I know a lot of people were waiting for that.
Yay. Thanks, Madalena. Okay, so if there's no question, I think we can move on to the next one, which is the Mozilla's World Update. First one on this section is we have Black History Month celebration. So in Mozilla internally, we are celebrating Black History Month, and there's a wiki page that I link from the agenda where you can check out the like a bunch of resources about Black history. If you can learn more about that, you can check out the wiki page and see from there. And then the second one, we have Internet Health Report 2020. This I think has been shared or like launched been a while. I think it's been a month or something. So you can check the website from the link on the agenda to see what's up, like what's happening on the internet and how people define healthy internet in 2020 and what are the problems that people are facing in 2020 on the internet. So yeah, please check out the report and see if you have any comments about that. I think there's also like a PDF version that you can check out and download from the website. So yeah, please make sure to check it out. And then the third one, we have ROS update. So the link from the agenda is an announcement that like we kind of like form a new foundation for ROS. So ROS will be under this foundation, who is consists of like lots of organizations that teaming up. So we have like board of director as well. I believe that you can check from the link. Like some organization like Huawei, AWS, Google, Microsoft, and of course like Mozilla is collaborating on this foundation. So if you're into ROS, you can check out the announcement from the link that I put on the agenda. And then the fourth one is about Mozilla's Tumblr. I'm not sure if you know that, but it's an kind of like old project which I think relates to the Mozilla location service. So if you come across like question about Mozilla location service that relates to this project, you can perhaps reference this announcement on your reply on the forum or wherever it is. I think I've come across a few questions on social as well. So yeah, go check out the announcement to see what's happening there. And then I have one bonus stuff, which is like stuff that I seen on my Twitter timeline recently. Like people are talking about where the fox go. Apparently people are like mistaken the parent logo as Firefox logo. But I think like the Firefox account has already replied and clarified that that is the parent logo, so the fox isn't going anywhere. Yeah, just it's a cool one. If you kind of like read through the thread, it's kind of funny as well how people perceive Firefox nowadays. So if you're interested on that topic, go check out the thread. Cool, and that's it from the Mozilla's World update. And we're moving on to the product updates. And here, if you can take it away.
Absolutely. So yeah, welcome everyone. And yeah, where did the fox go? Goodness gracious. Let's talk about Firefox for desktop for 86. So this just came out this week. Some of the changes that were within that were modernized print UI. Previously in 85, that had been rolled out to about 25% of users. At this point, by this time with 86, it should be rolled out to 100% of users. So that's just something to keep in mind in case we get any kind of questions around it. We also had a credit card autofill, which was expanded to Canada, which is kind of just a minor feature update. And then something that happened, which y'all may have seen, would be the enhanced tracking protection, or DFPI, which is dynamic first party isolation. So that's a big one that came out for privacy and security. And I think even in 85, going to 86 and 87, I believe we're going to have more privacy and security updates. So there'll be more extended tracking protection mode settings that get turned on. Like the shimming project is coming in 87 as well, which is another addition to that strict tracking mode that just helps users kind of like further protect themselves from being tracked online. So there's a lot of stuff right now that's getting kind of wrapped up in privacy and security that we should see coming online for at least the desktop product and potentially the Android product as well in the near future. For Firefox for Android 86, there wasn't a huge amount of updates on that side, other than there was an update around a blue dot showing when autoplay is not working. And that's something that comes up in the tab when you're trying to play media. So it's just a small indication that there's something wrong, and maybe people can try to resolve that issue for themselves. Another update that's come out recently this week is iOS version 32 that was submitted to the App Store. I'm not 100% sure if it was approved and updated yet, but if it is, then it should be up by the end of this week. And there's just one thing to note for that. Before that version went to release, there was potential of a significant crash happening. The team didn't think it was going to affect many users, but it is something I wanted to call out just in case people are seeing users that get onto iOS version 32 and start running into an issue where they crash. Those are definitely something to like reach out to me about so that I can tell the product team and we can kind of track that a bit more closely. And then another thing y'all have probably started hearing about and may be very curious about is Proton. So Proton is kind of a whole redesign that's going to be happening, and that's not scheduled to actually release right now. It'll be released in 89, but there will be some updates coming in the nightly version of 87. So the engineering team is planning to work on the changes and have them behind a preference in nightly. So if you're interested in that, when 87 rolls around next month, definitely try and check that out and turn on that preference and see if there's anything that you like or don't like, and let us know about it or comment about it in the requisite channels. Most of the updates for 87, I think, are going to be around the tabs bar specifically. But yeah, we'll just see what comes down the line, and look forward to having some additional documentation in terms of knowledge base a little bit later. So closer towards 87 and maybe and beyond before the full release in 89. Yeah, and that's kind of it for releases right now specifically. Maybe there's one other to call out, which is for the VPN product for Mozilla. There's going to be a release planned sometime in March. I don't have a confirmed date yet, but they're planning to add a couple major features. Split tunneling is one of them. We have that available for Android right now, but it's not available for the other platforms like Windows, iOS, and Linux. So that'll get added, and there's a couple other, which I'll have some more information on for you guys for next time. But yeah, that's it on releases.
Thank you, JR. Is there any question for JR about the updates? I was actually wondering if we can kind of like get someone from the Proton team to like talk in our community meeting, maybe like between Firefox, like the next Firefox, and then maybe, yeah, after 87 perhaps, like we can like have someone from the Proton team to share like more stuff about that in our community meeting, perhaps.
Yeah, I absolutely think they'd be interested in doing that. Let me reach out to some of the team members or stakeholders and see if we can set something up by the 87 release, just to give kind of an update on what they're working on and what we can expect coming out of that work.
Yeah, I think that will be interesting for a community. Cool. I don't have anything to add. Oh, perhaps like one more thing about Play Store. So we are planning to decommission the Respond tool, and I believe I have mentioned this before. But now that the schedule is kind of like set, we are planning to decommission it by the end of March. So the next month, like the whole March is going to be like the transition phase, where we will reach out to like the community to migrate or like request an account on a new platform that we're going to use to reply to Google Play Store reviews. So it's coming. I'm working on the communication plan that I think I will post like really soon this week. So yeah, I just want to make sure that people are aware of this, but more information is coming real soon. So yeah, that's about it. I think we kind of like finish like really early today, which I'm thankful so that I can sleep now. But anyway, thank you all for coming to this call, and I'll see you next month. Thanks, everyone.